Hi, my name is Emilio Izquierdo, and I'm the founder and lead consultant at Dasly. Today, I'm going to walk you through how we solved row-level permissions in a programmatic way. For the last 6 years, I have used Domo to help organizations access and leverage their data. Domo helps me easily integrate and access data from multiple data streams. The problem I've come across many times is managing row-level permissions at a granular level. For example, a mid-sized company with 150 sales managers which can only see their own data, while their district and regional managers need to access multiple locations in aggregate. In this case, you may find yourself managing thousands of PDP policies, if not hundreds of groups. The solution I've come up with is leveraging the Domo users, groups, and data APIs to manage permissions programmatically. This script is written in JavaScript using Node.js. The result is having your PDP policies managed programmatically, which means your Domo admins gain back the time from having to manually manage those permissions. You can ensure your data is safe and secure with less room for human error. If you currently don't use PDP policies, this process will help you streamline and simplify the complexities of getting started. Today, I will walk you through the basic steps on how to integrate the solution on your local machine, assuming you are already familiar with Node.js and have a proper environment set up. I will provide you a link to this repo. First, we're going to navigate to developer.domo.com, and we're going to make sure that we're signed into your own instance. We're going to go to My Account and create a new client. This client will be used to access Domo's APIs. Let's name it PDP_admin. Give it a quick description. Manage PDP policies. It needs to be scoped to the account, data, and user, and create. For now, we'll just note that the client ID and the client secret was created properly, and we're going to move over to Domo. The script only requires one data set inside of Domo to function properly. In this data set is where you're going to tell the script who should have access to what and what policies need to create. You'll notice that this data set has two columns, the email and the PDP_key column. It can have many columns, but only these two columns are needed. In the email section, these emails must match the emails of your users inside of Domo. PDP key must be of type text. However, it could be whatever you need it to be, whether it's a club number, a store number, or an employee number. Now, take a note here. In this data set, you'll find the dataset ID up in the URL. We're going to go ahead and copy that dataset ID. Now, I'm going to navigate to VS Code, which is my code editor of choice. You can use whatever you need. I've already copied my script repo into here, and I'm going to add that ID to the access IDs to set up my environment variables. Let's navigate back to the client. I'm going to copy the client ID, bring that over to my environment file, and the same for the Domo secret. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this file, and that's it. We've successfully configured the script to work with your Domo environment. The only thing we need to do now is run this script. So you're going to go over to your terminal and type in node index.js. And you'll notice how it's automatically creating 3 groups for each of the keys. It's added the users to those groups, and it's removed the users from those groups. The user that it's removing is myself, because I'm running the script under my account. Therefore, when I create a group, it's automatically adding me to that group. However, the access dataset says that I shouldn't be in that group, so it automatically removes me. It also searches for any datasets that have a column of PDP_key, and it's going to create policies for those keys and ensure that your PDP is set to enabled. And at the end, it'll give you a summary of what it's done. If we navigate back towards Domo, let's go to that group page and refresh. And you're going to see the 3 groups have now been created for each of those keys. Here we go. And Patricia is in the 3 groups, along with Robert in group 2 and Jennifer in group 3. If we navigate back to our data set now, we go to the PDP policies, refresh this page as well, and we'll see that the PDP policy has been enabled, the 3 PDP policies have been created, and those groups have been added. Now, this is the initial run, right? Any data set that has the column of PDP_key, this will happen to it. It will create the policies, enable your policies, and assign the proper groups. So let's come in here and let's make some changes. I'm going to go ahead and replace myself with Patricia. And let's give Patricia a new group of 4. Save this. Right, let's make sure that's in there correctly. Now let's go back to our script and run it one more time. Now, if you notice here, it's created a new group that's for group 4. It's added the users to the proper groups. It's removed the users that no longer should be in a group, created that policy again, the new policy, and then made sure that PDPs were enabled. If I go back to my Domo instance and I go to PDP, I will now see that my PDP is still enabled and the 4 groups now have policies. And if I go on the groups page, you're going to see the 3 groups with myself in 1, 2, and 3, and Patricia inside of group 4, just as expected. So that's it. That's all you would need to do to get started. The largest use case for this script has been an instance with 150 users across 120 unique PDP keys and around 250 data sets. If your organization is any larger than that, you may need to make some slight modifications to the script to ensure you don't exceed any of Domo's API limiters. Keep in mind that this script does not run natively inside of Domo. You'll need to decide where you want to store it and how you want to trigger the script. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Emilio Izquierdo. I'm the founder and lead consultant at Dasly. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions.